We are seeing a lot of action over the next 24 hours in the Weather Center, huh?
A lot of action. We have snow, we have ice, we have heavy rain, and the threat for flooding.
Wow.
We made it close to 60 degrees, Felicia and Scott, today, and it's the reason the snow is melting, the ground is saturated, and you add the potential of 1, 2, 3 inches of rain on that, flooding is going to be a big-time issue. And speaking of that, we already have our first flood warning in effect for the northern sections of Tippecanoe County that runs through 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It is northwest where we find most of the steady rain right now. From near Peru, east of Logansport, a batch of heavy rain coming out of Rensselaer headed toward Monticello and Delphi. It's raining in Fowler and in Attica. Just the beginning of a powerful storm system we're going to be tracking for you over the next couple of days. We are under a winter weather advisory. Peru, Kokomo, south to Frankfort, Lafayette into Crawfordsville. North of there, it is a winter storm warning. It's in these two areas that we're forecasting the potential for accumulations of sleet and snow on top of the flooding, on top of a thin glaze of ice. I have moved south that potential for some higher totals to include northern Tippecanoe County over toward Peru. We're just going to have to wait and see on this one. And then as we move south, potential for an inch, 2 or 3, Crawfordsville, Kokomo into Marion. We will keep you updated hour by hour. As promised, the timeline with FUTURETRAK 13, it is going to be a messy morning drive to work and school. Heavy rain at 7 a.m. Notice that changeover to some freezing rain and sleet as early as mid-morning, places like Lafayette and Peru. And it's in this area that the sleet will start to accumulate and eventually the snow. This will all start to work its way south toward the central part of the state by the mid to late afternoon hours. And then we're all going to be dealing with a messy late afternoon, early evening commute. And it'll be tomorrow night into early Friday that we see that potential for that flash freeze we mentioned at the top of the show. That's because temperatures fall into the teens by Friday morning. Stay with us all day long tomorrow and be prepared for a colder Friday and start to the weekend.